Let's do it. All right, so we're here. We're here, ladies and gents. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, all right? But here we are. Phillies lose in the NLDS. Way too early of a playoff exit this season. Way too early. And that's a Captain Obvious statement, but there's so many questions now surrounding this Phillies team. And we have a lot to get to. I also want to get to how this is just a trend now in the city of Philadelphia, not just for the Phillies, but for the Sixers, for the Eagles, where the season continues to end in early disappointment in the postseason. It's so exhausting. It's exhausting. And I was trying to think of a way to describe this Phillies letdown, and it's annoying. It's annoying because you know I'm trying to figure out what went wrong, and you can have a million different explanations, all of them great, each one better than the last, right? Whether it's not hitting home runners in scoring position, whether it's the bottom of the lineup, whether it's untimely hitting, lack thereof, I should say. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can point to. Some are pointing to Rob Thompson. I want to get to that as well. Should Topper be fired? There's everything's on the table, and rightfully so, after this epic fail that the Phillies pulled off against the rival Mets. And I hate to be this guy right now, but I continue to go back to Major League Baseball needing to change this format. And I'm not making excuses. I'm not. The Phillies blew it. They need to be held accountable. They will be held accountable. Trust me. But you play for so long. You're playing baseball every day since April. And, 6 months of sustained excellence that this Phillies team put on pen and paper. Every single day, we heard the word resilient. We heard the words, determined and championship ready and focused. Whatever. I'm making things up now. Okay. But we've heard it all. We saw it all. And this season had all the vibes of the 08, 09 seasons where the bank was sold out every single day. It was so fun being a Phillies fan. And it's always that way. Last season, especially 2 years ago when they went to the World Series, but especially this year, it was just so much fun to be a Phillies fan again. And they never really let us down up until the playoffs. But they never went on some long losing streak. As soon as they lost a game or two, they figured out a way to get a win or get multiple wins in a row. They were so fun to watch. Right? This group could easily match the the fan favorites that are Chase Utley, J. Roll, Ryan Howard, Schwarber, Harp, Casty had an awesome year this year, right? And they can't figure out a way to get it done. And it's not like this team's not good enough, right? We'll pose the question now all offseason, what needs to be done? What needs to change? Who needs to come back? Who needs to go? The depth on the mound for the starting rotation, awesome. The bullpen, awesome. I mean, you can always add to the bullpen. Okay, fine. That wasn't a legit issue. And the lineup, yeah, they came up small, but give me a break. This lineup, I'll put it up against anybody. I'll put it up against any lineup in Major League Baseball. I'm not making excuses. I'm not going to sit here and blame the Phillies' success and the fact that they had time off. I'm not going to say that, but I will say this. An NLDS cannot be a best of five. It cannot. That's a joke. It's a joke. You play baseball from April to October, and you can't have a best of five. Right? It's the second round. The winner goes to the NLCS. It's a big deal. And the depth at the starting rotation needs to be shown on both sides. The bullpen depth needs to be shown. And just the overall resiliency of the team that gets to 4 wins needs to be shown. It's too much of just a March Madness vibe right now. And for the NLDS, it shouldn't be that type of vibe. It shouldn't.